Alhamdulillah wa bihi nasta'in. Wassalatu wassalamu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Unang-una, nais kong iparating ang mainit na pagbati sa inyong lahat. Sa mga kapwa leaders at kasapi ng Moro Islamic Liberation Front na narito ngayon, sa mga opisyal ng national government, mga kagalang-galang na panauhin mula sa Bangsamoro government, dignitaries from the international community, and our development partners, fellow advocates for peace and development. Today, we gather at a historic juncture, the launch of the Transitional Justice and Reconciliation Roadmap for the GPH-MILF peace process. This moment is truly a milestone that brings optimism and hope and shows our profound commitment to healing, justice, and lasting peace for the people of the Bangsamoro. The Normalization Annex of the Comprehensive Agreement of the Bangsamoro, CAB, mandates the establishment of the Transitional Justice and Reconciliation Commission, or TGRC, to investigate and document the legitimate grievances, historical injustices, human rights abuses, and marginalization faced by the Bangsamoro and indigenous communities. To make recommendations aimed at resolving these issues, to devise mechanism for the implementation. It has been 7 years since the TGRC report was published, but the recommendations remains just that. Recommendations, hence challenges persist the realization of transitional justice in the Bangsamoro region. It's now time that we have to establish this transitional justice, inshallah. For decades, the Bangsamoro has endured conflict, pain, and displacement. Generations have borne the heavy burden of war, facing losses of lives, homes, and trust in institutions. Yet, amidst this pain, the resilience and hope of the Bangsamoro people have never wavered. The roadmap we launch today recognizes that true peace depends not just on ending violence, but on addressing the wounds left behind and building bridges between communities. This is the central agenda of our transition period. We have to thank the technical working group composed of representatives from the MILF and the government of the Philippines and created this joint implementing panel who have painstakingly exerted time, effort, and wisdom in coming up with the TGR roadmap. Transitional justice is about modern accountabilities. It is about restoring dignity to victims of conflict. One, recognizing their suffering and affirming their rights. The roadmap offers a framework to ensure truth-telling, redress of legitimate grievances, address historical injustices and human rights violations, to guarantee the non-recurrence of the past injustices, and finally, for healing and reconciliation, a necessary step towards the comprehensive implementation of transitional justice measures. It will guide efforts to investigate abuses, provide preparedness, foster community dialogue, and build a mechanism that respect the cultural and historical context unique to the Bangsamoro people. Reconciliation is not an event, it is a process. One that requires patience, empathy, and the courageous willingness to stand in one another's shoes. Our collective challenge is to transform narratives of conflict into stories of shared hope and mutual respect. This roadmap charts a course to do just that, creating safe spaces where former adversaries can come together to share, listen, and build new relationships grounded in understanding. On the part of the Bangsamoro government, I understand that the Bangsamoro Transition Authority Parliament is currently legislating on the creation of the Bangsamoro Transitional Justice and Reconciliation Commission. While this is a welcome development, the national government, through the House of Congress, is in the best position to strengthen institutionalization and gathering national support by creating a National Transition Justice and Reconciliation Commission. We humbly urge members of Congress to take time and model the nation's commitment, collective action, and deep-rooted understanding for the cause against injustices and tyranny. Please pass the law creating the National TGR Commission. Let us be clear. Justice and reconciliation here in the Bangsamoro are not just local or national priorities. They are critical to the fabric of peace and stability in the entire region. When peace prevails in Bangsamoro, it reverberates as hope across the archipelago and beyond. Launching this TGRC roadmap signals the beginning of a new chapter. It calls on all stakeholders, government agencies, civil society, traditional leaders, youth, and the international community to unite in support of these goals. Collaboration and sustained commitment will be key to turning promises into reality, inshallah. In closing, may this TGR roadmap guide us faithfully, inspire us continually, and remind us daily that the path to peace is paved with justice, compassion, and unity. Together, let us honor the past and boldly step toward to build a Bangsamoro where every person lives in dignity, peace, and freedom. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.